What's good, Toxic Team? ToxicSight here, back again once again with part number 9 of 9. The final part of the frontline abilities and loadouts. We have walked through Barrick, we have walked through Ash, we have walked through Nando, we have walked through Nara, we have walked through Koa, we have walked through Ruck, we have walked through Term, Torv, and now for the one that I skipped, Khan. Now the reason that I skipped him is because he got a change in 1.2 last week. Last week. In that change, his ult has been affected to an extent, and I will go over that once I get there. First, his legendary talents. Firing line. Champions affected by battle shout now also deal 20% increased damage and gain CC immunity for 4 seconds. Leon Shield. Your shield recharges at 60% effectiveness while it is raised. Storm of Bullets. Your weapon fires 40% faster and has 10 more rounds, but deals 25 less damage per shot. Victims of Vortex Grip. Victims of Commander's Grip are stunned for an additional 2 seconds. Leon Shield. It recharges his shield at 60% of effectiveness while it is raised. It is not that great. Vortex Grip. Victims of Commander's Grab are stunned for an additional 2 seconds. The stunning makes a difference, but not as big of a difference as it might seem. Firing line. Champions affected by battle shout. Now he'll also deal 20% more damage and gain CC immunity. We will go over what battle shout does, but let me let you know now. Firing line is one of his best talents. Storm of Bullets. Your weapon fires 40% faster, 10 more rounds, but deals 25 less damage. That 25% less damage per shot might seem like a deal breaker on it, but the fact that it fires faster and you have 10 more rounds makes it one of his most viable talents. We will go over firing line first. My loadout for firing line is Into the Breach 3. Activating Battle Shout grants 24% movement speed for 3 seconds. Never Surrender 4, reduce the cooldown of Battle Shout by 4 seconds. Life Taker 5, eliminations reduce your active cooldowns by 40. Plate Mail 2, it gained 300 health, and Bloodthirst 1, gain 4% lifesteal. Like I was saying in all the rest of the videos, your cooldown on your main skill that your talent calls for isn't required, but it's highly recommended. Movement speed, health, and then I just put lifesteal in it just so that you survive longer. This is the Americon skin, the new skin that just came out in the worldwide chest. His abilities. Heavy repeater, fire 1 200 damage shot every 26 seconds. It's really gonna do less than that. Oh no, it's not. This isn't Storm of Bullets. It's got relatively fast fire already. So it's not all that bad. And it's accurate. It has no fall off. Wherever you aim is where the rounds go. His right click is Bulwark. Activate your Gauntlet's Bulwark with 6,000 health. Regenerates while inactive. It's your shield. And it'll stay up as long as you have health in it or you take it down yourself. It has no cooldown unless it gets destroyed. His Q is Battle Shout, area damage. Let out a fearsome shot, briefly granting damage immunity to yourself. Additionally, heal yourself and nearby allies for 1,000. but we are using firing lines, so they get 20% increased damage and CC immunity for 4 seconds. So that's what it is. You have the aura around you while you're CC immune. His F is Commander's Grab, surge forward, grabbing, stunning, and throwing the first enemy you contact, dealing 600 damage.
Cold. Savages, fragging noobs and winning.
It's a really, really good ability for movement. And finally, his ult, target an enemy and drag them to you. You may move your powerless victim as you see fit and send them flying with a mighty blast. Grabs them, you can walk around, you can jump, and then you shoot them whenever that bar down at the bottom runs out. He is a main tank, he is a solo tank, or he is viable as a solo tank. Because like I said, he's got his shield, he's got his self-heal. Let's go over Storm of Bullets. Like I said, Storm of Bullets, your weapons fires 40% faster, has 10 more rounds, but deals 25 less damage. Deals 25% less damage, which is really 50 less. Activating Commander Grab generates you 8 ammo. Activating Battle Shot generates you 12. Gain 600 health, heal 75% health while your bulwark is up, and receive an 18% increased healing while your bulwark is up. So this loadout is mainly generate ammo, gain health back while you're shielding, get extra healing while you're shielded. This fire rate is outrageous. Yes, you're doing 150 damage instead of the 200, but that really doesn't matter. We will be going, as you hold them, you can just let the timer run out down there by overpower, or you can just press E again to launch them. The cards, still the same, caught mainly, but Wrecker's okay for them. But mainly you want your damages to go Bulldozer or Wrecker, so you just go Caught. Rejuve since he's a tank, or you can do Kill to Heal. I would say either Nimble or Morale, like with most of the other tanks. Master Rider is not really necessary with them, since once you get close enough to the point, you can just speed up to get to it, even though his F's not that far. But any of these three really, Kronos doesn't really benefit him much. Here, these two, Haven or Blast Shields or Resilience, if you have those CC people like I've been talking about. Now we're going to talk about his change to his ult. His ult. No, I don't have it. His ult used to just hold and everything, but now if people build a resilience can build resilience up to counter it. Can have those reduce cooldown, reduce crowd control and slow cards in their loadout to build a counter to it. It is not fully counterable unless, of course, you have CC immunity whenever he targets you. Unless, of course, like, unless they have CC immunity whenever they do it. So unless they have CC immunity whenever you do it, that's the only way to counter it. You could build up resistance to it with resilience and the crowd control reduction cards and loadouts. The lowest you can go, the lowest you'll be able to build up to is 8 seconds. It's 2 seconds. My bad, not 8. It's 2 seconds. So he'll be able to hold you for 2 seconds minimum. And after those 2 seconds, of course, and of course after those 2 seconds are done, he'll drop you or shoot you off freely. Actually, what happens after the cooldown is done? Does it still shoot? Because the reason that they put that in there is most people would just sit here and grab and hold them for the rest of the team to shoot them and kill them. So yeah, after the time's up, you still get launched. But instead of them holding you and choking you for the entire time, instead of you being able to sit here and hold somebody while your team shoots at them, they can now build up resistance to it. But yeah, you can build up resistances to it with resilience, the crowd control loadouts, and instead of, like I said, instead of them just being able to sit there and hold you and choke you to death, while your team shoots at them, you can now build or reduce the time from, I think it's like 6 seconds down to 2. Which to some people it's not a whole lot, but in this game every second really counts on preventing damage. So but yeah, so that's his new ult, or that's Khan. Like I said, he is a really good tank. He's actually quite annoying at times. He's really annoying at times because you think you got him and then he just shouts and heals everybody. He puts his shield up. His ult was originally the most annoying part about him. I wish it was this easy to get kills and actual gameplay with them. But anyways, so that covers Con. We're gonna come back into here. So we've covered Ash, we've covered Barrick, we've covered Nando, Nara, now Con, Makoa, Ruckus, Term, and Torvald. That is all 9 of the Frontlines. In the next video, we will be discussing the start of the flanks. Be ready for a lot of information, a lot of knowledge about the roles and responsibilities of flanks. Because like I said, in every single video of Frontlines, payload, or point, payload, push, the 3 Ps. Except for whenever I talked about Nando, he can technically flank, but if the other tank dies, his responsibility is to fall back for the 3 Ps. But anyways, that's gonna do it for now. Until next time, keep it real. Be good to yourself, be good to your loved ones, and I will see you in the next one.